If the defense in the Diddy case gets its way, Diddy could be a free man next month.
Continue to engage in all these freak-offs with him, and he sounds really pissed off.
Hey, I really don't know what's going on with you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not going to be playing these games with you at all, at all. So I don't know, you think you silent treating me, and you think I'm going to be, nah, you'll have a rude awakening.
Snoop Dogg's marriage didn't just fall apart. It blew up after a shocking video surfaced, one that could drag one of hip-hop's most respected legends into a serious scandal. The clip, reportedly leaked by his wife and longtime business partner, Shantae Broadus, goes far beyond exposing infidelity. It allegedly links Snoop to Sean Diddy Combs, the former music mogul now serving over 4 years in federal prison for transporting women across state lines for illegal acts. With Diddy's name now tied to manipulation and exploitation, any connection to him spells disaster. And for Snoop, it could put his entire career on the line.
She stepped up as my wife and handled that. And there's been many times where I've been at my lowest, and she's always been the strongest to get me back up to get back out there. You gotta get back out there and do what you do. Don't worry about what's happening over here. I'm gonna handle that.
Sources say the video first began circulating privately among music industry insiders late last month, just weeks after Diddy's sentencing. People close to Shantae Broadus claim the leak wasn't a spur-of-the-moment move, it was calculated. After nearly 30 years of marriage, the woman who stood beside Snoop through his rise to fame may have chosen public exposure as her final act of control. According to those close to her, the motive was clear: betrayal. Not only as a wife, but as a partner in the business and lifestyle they built together. To understand the weight of this, you have to look at the backdrop. For years, Diddy's notorious freak-off parties were an open secret in Hollywood. Lavish gatherings where money, influence, and private acts blended behind locked doors. Prosecutors later described them as orchestrated events driven by drugs, fear, and secrecy. During his trial, witnesses spoke of hidden cameras, recorded encounters, and a disturbing pattern of control disguised as entertainment. When Diddy was convicted under the Mann Act in mid-2025, many thought that chapter of hip-hop excess had finally ended. But with this new video, it appears that story might not be over, and Snoop could now be drawn into it in ways no one expected.
Same kind of extortion that we heard when Cassie took the stand and testified on that airplane ride back from France. Diddy said, "You don't do a freak-off, I'm going to release one of the freak-off videos that you are profiled in and humiliate."
The timing here is hard to overlook. Diddy's downfall left a major gap in the music world, and many artists have been quietly erasing any trace of him, removing his name from streaming credits, archives, and collaborations. Yet somehow, Snoop's name is now being mentioned alongside his. The leaked video reportedly shows Snoop in a compromising situation at one of Diddy's Los Angeles homes in 2023, just months before federal raids hit Diddy's properties in Miami and LA. It's unclear whether what's shown in the footage breaks any laws, but its very existence links Snoop to a man prosecutors have publicly called a predator in a designer suit. For Shantae Broadus, that connection may have been the final straw. Publicly, Shantae has always been known as the steady force behind Snoop's success. She was his high school sweetheart from Long Beach Poly, the woman he married in 1997 at the Ritz-Carlton in Marina del Rey. Over the decades, she helped manage his business empire, negotiated brand deals, and officially became his manager in 2021, guiding ventures in music, gaming, and the spirits industry. Earlier this year, Snoop proudly said he'd turned down a $100 million offer from OnlyFans, joking, "I got a black wife," as a nod to his loyalty. But now, that image of devotion appears to be falling apart.
Your wife's been by you for your whole
She's your
career.
high school
your
sweetheart.
high school sweetheart. She is.
Never leave home without it.
Yeah, that's right. But how has she kind of taken you on this journey? Tell us about her.
I think my wife has been my best friend for a couple of reasons. One is that she always understood who I was and who I needed to become.
Behind the scenes, sources say Shantae Broadus had already started to grow suspicious. Their marriage had survived past cheating rumors, from Selena Powell's claims in 2019 to a 1998 paternity scandal, but the talk connecting Snoop to Diddy was different. When Diddy was arrested in September 2024, investigators began digging deep, reviewing footage and guest lists from his private parties. During the March 2024 raids on his homes, federal agents reportedly seized years' worth of digital archives. Some insiders now believe Snoop's image, or at least his presence, might appear in that material. According to people close to Shantae, she understood exactly what that could mean for their family, their brand, and everything they'd built together. The story isn't just about betrayal, it's about the fallout. Over the past decade, Snoop Dogg has completely reinvented himself. From rap legend to America's favorite uncle, TV host, mentor, family man, and even children's show producer. He's become a symbol of positivity and fun. But now, that carefully rebuilt image is colliding with allegations tied to one of the darkest scandals the entertainment industry has ever seen. Fans are divided. Some think the leak was a setup, others believe it's long overdue truth. Meanwhile, Snoop's camp has gone completely silent. No statements, no denials. His social media tells the story instead. Posts featuring Shantae have quietly vanished, replaced by promotions for his upcoming projects.
Strong black woman, off the tippy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sources say the couple's inner circle has completely split. Those close to Shantae Broadus describe her as strategic and deeply protective of her children, and she's reportedly preparing to take legal action of her own. Draft documents are said to outline both divorce proceedings and concerns over intellectual property linked to their shared business ventures. It's important to remember, Shantae isn't just Snoop's wife. She's also the registered manager of several of his companies, essentially running the operational heart of his empire. That means her next move could decide whether Snoop Dogg stays a global brand or becomes another celebrity brought down by scandal. At the same time, the rumors surrounding Diddy's world continue to grow. Inside prison, his once loyal circle is reportedly breaking apart, with several former associates now cooperating with investigators to reduce their own charges. Federal agents have confirmed the existence of dozens of private recordings from Diddy's infamous parties, some labeled with celebrity initials. It's still unknown whether any of those tags refer to Snoop, but the timing of Shantae's leak, right as those tapes are being catalogued, has people talking. Was she acting alone, or trying to stay one step ahead of something bigger? Some insiders believe she released the video preemptively, making sure that if federal evidence does emerge, she controls how the story is told.
And Freed were in the unit that was one floor above mine. So in terms of like the setting, it's a fairly decent chance that the room I'm describing is similar to where Diddy is. Yeah.
Those close to Snoop say his panic is obvious. The man who built a career on staying cool under pressure is reportedly anything but calm, calling lawyers, advisors, and publicists non-stop. People in his circle claim he's terrified that Diddy's downfall could pull him down too, especially if prosecutors think he was involved in any of those infamous freak-off parties. The irony is hard to ignore. Snoop's comeback years were built on self-control, staying out of trouble, turning down risky offers, and often crediting his wife for keeping him grounded. He even joked that he passed up hundreds of millions in deals because my wife wouldn't have it. Now, that same wife has turned the tables, but insiders say there's another layer to all this, one that's got the industry buzzing. Snoop's long history with powerful, often controversial figures, from Suge Knight to Diddy, has always come with questions. Suge once hinted that Snoop had more to explain about what happened around Tupac Shakur's death, a comment that's recently resurfaced as conspiracy theories try to connect Diddy's criminal network to old West Coast feuds. Could this latest scandal reopen those suspicions? Could it connect dots the public never noticed? No one knows for sure, but in hip-hop, every rumor seems to lead to another hidden story.
Snoop Dogg saying he owns Death Row is no different than me saying Tupac was alive because I had the unreleased Tupac music. It ain't no different, bro.
So far, Shantae Broadus hasn't made any public statements, but those close to her say that silence is intentional. According to insiders, she's been working on a memoir titled *, Paid the Cost to Be the Boss Lady. *, if she chooses to address the scandal in the book, it could send shockwaves through the entire music industry. Meanwhile, the legal pressure is mounting. Snoop has reportedly moved to tighten privacy agreements across his team and family circle, suggesting that non-disclosure clauses may already be in effect. But containing a story this explosive, especially once it's hit the internet, might be impossible. We're witnessing a family empire come apart in real time. Every few hours brings new leaks, screenshots, and questions about what really happened inside Diddy's inner circle. Shantae didn't just leak a video. She opened the door to something much bigger. And what's coming through that door could be far darker than anyone expected. Because if Snoop was truly part of Diddy's world, it raises serious questions. Diddy's parties weren't just wild. They were described by prosecutors as criminal environments filled with drugs, coercion, and hidden recordings used for control. So now the focus shifts. If Snoop was there, what did he see? What did he do? And maybe most importantly, what did Shantae already know? The video may have been the first domino. The rest are starting to fall.
So he put his hands on females, put his hands on producers, executives. That's just his. I guess that's what the whole name Bad Boy comes from. That people don't really understand. What is it? What is a bad boy? Why did he choose that name? Like he never really gave a clear definition of how he feels about that.
Former security staff from Diddy's properties say every inch of his estates was under surveillance. Hidden cameras in the walls, mirrored rooms, and remote-controlled lighting designed to capture everything from glamorous entrances to private encounters. Testimony from his trial painted a deeply disturbing picture, the infamous freak-offs, where young women were allegedly pressured into sexual performances while guests looked on. Drugs and alcohol flowed freely, and according to witnesses, sleep was rare. Diddy is said to have recorded many of these encounters, labeling the footage with initials, dates, and sometimes even the names of celebrity guests. Several witnesses claimed those recordings were used as leverage, insurance against betrayal, a way to keep powerful people quiet. When federal agents raided his Miami and Los Angeles homes in March 2024, they seized hundreds of hard drives. Prosecutors described the material as so explicit and compromising that parts of it had to be sealed from public record. That there's no confirmation that Snoop appears in any of those files, but the timing of Shantae's leak raises eyebrows. Legal insiders suspect she may have known what was coming. As Snoop's manager, she has full access to his travel logs, business accounts, and personal communications. She would know where he went, who he met, and what he spent. So if she chose to release that video now, it might not just be an act of revenge, it could be a calculated move to protect herself before the full truth comes out.
Responsible for Diddy's day-to-day life, so he is able to provide a lot of information about what that life was like. He goes into detail on extensive drug use.
It's important to remember, Shantae Broadus knows strategy. For years, she's been the quiet architect behind Snoop's image, helping him recover from past lawsuits, feuds, and headline scandals. She's the one who brokered his biggest brand partnerships and licensing deals, turning him into a global icon. Now, those same business instincts appear to be working in her favor, and possibly against him. According to one insider, Shantae's goal is simple: protect the Broadus name before it gets dragged down. If prosecutors widen their investigation into Diddy's network and start looking at high-profile guests, even a loose connection could be devastating. By leaking the video first, she may be positioning herself as a whistleblower rather than a participant. The financial fallout has already started. Major sponsors are reportedly re-evaluating their contracts. Streaming platforms that host Snoop's collaborations with producers tied to Diddy's era have quietly flagged certain videos for review. Brands that once celebrated Snoop's easygoing, family-friendly image are now keeping their distance, waiting to see how this plays out. And in the silence from his camp, the story keeps evolving. Was Snoop simply caught up in temptation? Or was he pulled into a world too powerful and too dangerous to walk away from?
Known that I've talked for a while, a lot of people are buzzing that Diddy's former BFFs are real quiet. And they have been. And people were wondering why and who's the next to fall. And then Jay-Z comes out, and then LeBron James says, I'm stepping away for excused personal reasons. And people are going, oh, what is going?
People close to the couple say Shantae Broadus may be holding much more than one video. According to a longtime friend, she keeps digital backups of nearly everything: emails, messages, business calls, and personal recordings. If that's true, the leaked clip could be just one part of a much larger collection. And if she's already willing to expose one secret, what's stopping her from releasing more? The timing is key. Diddy's sentencing in June 2025 shook the entire music industry, and investigations into his network are still active. The FBI has confirmed it's looking into whether those freak-off events were part of a larger blackmail or financial scheme. If Snoop's name shows up anywhere in that evidence, it could lead to new legal trouble. Charges related to transport violations, fraud, or even conspiracy. Behind the scenes, another theory is gaining traction. Some believe Shantae leaked the footage to separate her family from Diddy's collapsing empire before federal investigators could make that connection themselves. Her upcoming memoir, * Paid the Cost to Be the Boss Lady, * suddenly looks like part of that plan, a way to control the story before anyone else does. Sources say the book highlights her decision to choose self-respect over silence, a phrase that's now trending across social media. While the public zeroes in on Snoop's potential downfall, Shantae appears to be crafting her own transformation, reframing herself not as a bystander, but as the woman who refused to be complicit.
And why he's speaking out now.
He said he's speaking out because he believes Diddy's a predator. He wants accountability, and he doesn't want someone like this to run unchecked in the future.
But if Shantae Broadus has proof, she may not be the only one. Industry insiders say Diddy's secret archives didn't just contain videos of rappers. They allegedly included footage of music executives, athletes, and even TV personalities. Some of those people have reportedly been warned, quietly, to brace for possible exposure. One entertainment lawyer put it bluntly, those drives could destroy careers faster than any lawsuit ever could. And if Snoop was even on the edge of that circle, he's not the only one worried. For years, whispers about Diddy's hidden recordings have circulated among those who attended his exclusive gatherings. Some describe them as trophies of control, files carefully organized, encrypted, and stored in multiple secure locations. Others called them insurance, meant to keep anyone in Diddy's orbit loyal long after the party ended. Court documents from his 2025 trial referenced a digital archive of compromised material, a phrase prosecutors never fully explained. But witnesses claimed it referred to hundreds of hours of recordings involving celebrities, executives, and even government figures. The message was clear. Diddy didn't just throw lavish parties. He built a network of leverage, one powerful enough to keep some of the biggest names in entertainment silent for years.
A minute. I want to start with alleged victim number 4, who goes by the name Mia. It's an alias. She is one of the people who is testifying where the judge has granted her anonymity. She is on the stand, but everybody in the courtroom has been warned. Do not reveal her identity. Do not even give a physical description.
Investigators involved in the Miami and Los Angeles raids have hinted that they recovered dozens of external hard drives, each labeled with mysterious initials and dates reaching back more than 10 years. One source familiar with the case described the collection as a digital map of the entertainment elite, a record of who was there, who participated, and who could be controlled. And the speculation now stretches far beyond the music world. Whispers suggest the footage may include professional athletes, TV hosts, and wealthy investors, people whose public images rely on spotless reputations. The deeper investigators dig, the more names appear to surface, sparking quiet panic from Hollywood to Washington. Seen in that light, Shantae Broadus's leak takes on an entirely new significance. If she truly had access to one of these recordings, it suggests Diddy's archives were never fully contained. Analysts now believe that multiple copies of the tapes may have been distributed among his trusted associates as a safeguard, insurance in case he was ever prosecuted. If that theory is true, the clip involving Snoop could be just one of many fragments scattered throughout the industry. And Shantae's decision to make it public might not have been just personal. It could have been a warning that the vault is open, and the leaks have already begun.
So she testified, excuse me, that she was Diddy's ex-assistant. She said he raped her, sexually assaulted her in various ways multiple times. He exacted unbelievable violence against her, threatened her, at one point allegedly threatened to take her phone and use anything on the phone.
What makes these tapes so dangerous is their dual nature. They are both humiliation and evidence. Many of Diddy's alleged victims have claimed they were pressured or manipulated into being filmed, often under the influence or out of fear. That means each recording could serve as both proof of a crime and a weapon for blackmail. In the wrong hands, these files could destroy reputations, sink brands, and open the door to criminal charges that reach far beyond the entertainment world. The legal stakes are enormous. Federal investigators are reportedly going through every frame of the recovered footage, cross-checking timestamps, guest lists, and digital records. Meanwhile, lawyers representing several major public figures are quietly working behind the scenes to keep their clients' names out of any official filings. With no confirmations yet, the speculation grows by the day about who might be exposed next. If the rumors about the scope of these archives are true, they represent more than a scandal. They are a ticking time bomb. Each hard drive, each encrypted file, could unravel powerful careers and long-standing alliances that have shaped modern culture for decades. The tension is building, and it feels like only a matter of time before something gives. One wrong leak could trigger a chain reaction. Confessions, lawsuits, and revelations that stretch from music and media to politics and finance. The only question left is how long the clock has been ticking, And who will be the one to set it off?
I have never seen, until Kendrick now, I'd never seen anybody from where I'm from, the area I'm from, the place I'm from, do
everything Snoop has built. His image as a family man, his corporate deals, his reputation as a mentor, now hangs by a thread. His team has reportedly advised him to stay silent and off social media, warning that anything he says could be used against him later. Behind the scenes, sources say he's been reaching out to old allies from his Death Row Records days, looking for guidance on how to survive the growing storm. Ironically, it was Suge Knight, speaking from prison years ago, who once said Snoop had explaining to do about his past connections. Today, those words sound eerily prophetic, but what's most unsettling is that this may not stop with Snoop. Diddy's conviction opened the door to a decade of hidden excess, and investigators are just starting to uncover who was involved and who profited. Shantae Broadus's leak might have triggered a chain reaction, with each new revelation pulling another major name into the spotlight. If her goal was to burn bridges, she may have sparked a fire that reaches far beyond her marriage. One thing is certain, Shantae Broadus didn't just end a relationship, she exposed an empire. And if even half of what witnesses said about Diddy's private parties is true, Snoop might not be the only one feeling the heat. In an age where every phone records, every message can surface, and every secret has a price, one question now looms over the entire industry: who's next will be watching. Until then, stay tuned, stay alert, and remember, in Hollywood, loyalty is a luxury that can vanish overnight.